as the analytical type person. How are you two guys doing at the moment?
Evening, mate. I'm alright, and yourself?
Yeah, I'm good. Looking forward to this matchup. How about you, Apoc? How you doing?
Pretty sure he said he'll be back in a minute.
Oh, did he? I didn't quite catch that. Fair enough. We are going to be covering, as I'm sure you've recognised, Virtual again. This is basically just down to the fact that a lot of the other games had already started, or we're still waiting for them to finish. And it would have perhaps took another 20 odd minutes before we got a game. It's getting pretty late where I am, so just so I could make sure I could cast the kind of duration of this matchup, we chose this one. It should be quite a good one. Styleof actually just beat Prior to get through to this stage, so obviously pretty nice result for them. Can't say I've heard of their players before, but that's not to say they're not good. And they are going to be, and do the roster rundown, you have L, Jax, Moutin, Frosty and Holy, and for Virtual again the same lineup as we saw last time against Barbers. Vithos, John, Rapture, Dupes, and of course Machine, who pulled off a sick 3v1 on City Streets. The three maps have actually been chosen. You're going to get Strike, Crossfire, and Crash will be the decider.
Chosen. That's a new word.
Chosen. That's the one. I didn't even recognise until you told me.
Sorry.
Oh, apparently we have some echo here, but that should be sorted now. So the knife round's going to go for sides. Yeah, choosing, it's a new word that we use in that way. I've just invented it. Well, I'm sure it's already a word, but not in that sense. I'm just going to shut up.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Munch.
Have to get away with the knife round. Martins gets a frag onto the Vithos, and another one onto John. He's going for the ace for the frag movie, just to end it. As Rapture and Martins. Martins again gets a third. He's got a samurai. Come at him. Where is he? I want to watch him. As Jax gets one on Dupes. Denies the ace. Martins does get a fourth. What can you do? He must be black. No racism intended.
Wow. Okay then, so yeah, the knife round has came and gone, and Styleof chose to stay, so you're going to have Virtual on the defense, Style on attack. And do you think that's a wise decision, Munch? I mean, do you prefer attack on this map, or are you more defense biased?
I think lately, in the last, well, not lately, in the last like 8-9 months, it's the game style of most players and teams. They've kind of been able to anti-straddle the usual positions such as single palm and bin, so A's been quite easy to attack. So I think attack's quite, well, it's very balanced now at least. It's not exactly a one-sided map.
But I think Strike is definitely the most even map out there. Apoc apparently is back, so hello Folly.
Good day, mate.
Good day, and he's just updating his PD, I believe, and then we have actually got into the thick of the action here. Vithos has opened up with a +10, a grenade and a car bomb there onto Jax and Frosty respectively. Styleof have come straight back in. Machine, well, I was about to say got 2 frags, but actually one of them was a team kill. L shut down his teammate of Martins. I know I'm going to say Martin sometimes through this game, it's just such a strange word to say. Either way, L is the last remaining player in a 4 versus 1 situation. He's in middle shops, been heavily tagged, only a matter of time, and there's Rapture with the SMG. Easy frag, nice start for Virtual.
Yeah.
And L with a -5 bomb.
It's going huge. Okay, the style of L does have that quicker spawn, but he's not an SMG, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm going to follow an SMG, which is Martins. He's pushed into mid shop quite quickly. A bit of El Rapido going on here. Front A does seem to be quite clear. He's pushed right in. He sees one go ahead. Gets a tag, not the frag on Machine. Now he's running around to single palm. There's one around the corner. Don't be silly. Play it safe. Needs a bit of backup from his teammate as he does get that frag on a Rapture. Spins around, gets the tag, but not the frag once again on Machine as Vithos does shut him down and say, nah, you're not killing my teammate. Styleof just shuts down Vithos, opening that A site. It's all on Dupes with the scope. Oh no, I say that, but John's still alive as well with him. My bad, at bin. We've got quite good positions, one at bin, one on garage. Scope on garage. Yeah. But never mind, Jax has shut down John. Now it's all on Dupes as he's front A. He's just got to wait for that plant, just hold his time. As L is moving in for that plant, he's planting behind the bomb. It's going to be hard for Dupes to see. Goes for the little jump shot, doesn't land it. So it's going to be a deagle fight around that cafe area. Dupes misses the first set of shots. Heard him reloading. Push him. Push him. There's a frag on a Jags as he's been tagged by L. He's going to peek up. Can he get this quick frag? L's done quite a good move here and moved around quietly. Dupes has no idea where he is. L has no idea where Dupes is. Peeking up. He has seen him on the statue. It's all Dupes. All Dupes. This is him. 10 seconds on the clock. L gets a frag to make it 1-0. Even Stevens.
Absolutely. L making up for that dribble in the first round was on -5. Now he has got 2 frags to his name. Well played by him. And as Munch said, even Stevens, 1 apiece here at the moment. So I'm going to fall into Jax. On the attack side, of course, pushing to B. He has tried the crossfire shots onto double palms, didn't land anything as Mountains will open up onto Vithos. Frosty back onto Rapture. Dupes misses a fairly easy frag. Would have expected him to pick that one up after seeing his performance on City Streets, but he did miss it. Holy will go on to Machine. Looking good here. A has been completely obliterated from Styleof, but 2 quick frags from Dupes. John coming in, could get one of his own. Heavily tags up Holy. Dupes finishes him off for his 3rd in a row. Great stuff here. Bring it back from a 5v2 to a 2v2 in the blink of an eye. All down to Dupes, but John is trying to make himself a nuisance here in bottom B house. Has seen a player in mid. That will be L as the bomb's gone down from Jax, and Dupes is going to try and push for his 4th. Got the SMG. Will get taken down in the back though from L. Great cover work. Now John in a horrible position. Will take down L though. And of course it is now man on man. Oh, that sounded dirty. John is going to push him regardless. And Jax is going to buy this time. Nice frag from Jax. A 2nd round in a row. It's gone right down to the wire. 1 versus 1 situation on the bomb site. Both have gone the way of Styleof. 2-1 to scoreline.
Yeah, you can definitely see who the AK players are. When he picked up that SMG, most SMG players would have usually just like shown a bit of aggression around him, but he didn't seem to take full advantage of that quick burst fire that the SMG has. I think he kind of just hung around and subsequently lost the round for it. Take it away, APOC.
Take it away, I'm not even in the game yet, the nukes.
Oh yeah, I see.
Come on, Farley, cast on a loading screen for us.
So he's selecting his textures. They're all on normal.
Anyway, 3 versus 3 situation here. As hopefully APOC will be in quite shortly, but PB can be a nightmare. Jax onto Rapture. Looking good for Styleof again, trying to pick up their 3rd round in a row. L will open up onto John, so now Machine is the last remaining player. We did see him pull off a sick 3v1 clutch on City Streets last matchup. Perhaps he can go ahead and rinse and repeat here. He is in single palm. The bomb is going to be going to B. In fact, Frosty's planting the bomb right now as I'm talking. Machine still stuck in this single palm area. Has to open up with a frag pretty much now if he wants to push over to that bomb site with time remaining. He can't afford to play this one slow. Has killed Jax. Knows there's another player on statue. Having said that, L has just completely retreated, realising he doesn't want to give his life away needlessly here. The bomb is the primary concern right now. Machine is not, but L will pick up that kill onto Machine to make this 3-1. 3 great rounds in a row actually for Styleof. They've been really close, gritty rounds, and this could easily be 4-0 to Virtual.
Indeed. Quite an easy lead they've got. Doesn't seem to be that much trouble either. Nades going out everywhere. No early frags as of yet. As I say that, Vithos gets a nade onto Holly and Jax gets another nade onto John. Vithos gets another one onto Martins. L shuts down Machine. So there seems to be 1 in A for Virtual, Dupes in Scope House, and Vithos in Mid Shop. So they've got Cafe and Front A locked. Should be a decent A defense. It's all on Dupes. Make sure Dupes doesn't get shut down at B, and then leaving that B rotate open. Vithos does get a frag in the front A on Frosty with that SMG. It's all just a waiting game, waiting for somebody to peek. They're trying to get Vithos down in mid shop. I think he has eyes on bomb in mid shop, I'm not sure. Oh no, nope, I've got the bomb. He's sneaking into A. Dupes gets that frag. Jax is all on air, 1 versus 3, scoped behind him, 1 at Cafe and 1 in mid shop. He has no idea where any of them are. He's going to walk right into Dupes' sight. Nope, Dupes has moved to the right at the wrong second. There's one right in front of him, shoot him. Okay, that's Rupture down. Rapture, I mean, maybe he can get in and get that plant now. Vithos is going to have to pick up that AK at front A, pushing around a cafe.
Explosives planted.
Well, they've let him plant it. Surprised by that.
He's got quite a good chance, especially the position he's taken. Neither of them are going to expect him to be there. They both think he's on the bomb. As a key nade comes out from Dupes on site, which he isn't. He just needs to lay down because there is going to be one poking over that palm tree. Never mind. Anticlimax, really. Dupes just shoots him in the head, staying higher. And Dupes and Vithos kind of running away with this. 7 frags apiece, as everybody else only has 2 on their team.
Yep. And in contrast, L from Styleof is on 8. And the closest on his team's on 4. So he's basically doubling the frags of anybody else on his team. And as I said before, a bit surprised that Virtual let him get that bomb plant down. I thought they'd have been a tiny bit more aggressive, but hey, it doesn't really matter. They won the round, that's all that counts. They are still, however, 1 round behind here, 3-2 down. And Virtual seem to be fearing the grenades at the moment. Definitely hanging around that double palm area. Now going to push though, explode onto this A site. A site seems to be completely locked down. Styleof, however, I'm going to try and push in right now. Martins has picked up 1. Going to try and get the second. Very unfortunate from his behalf, but he will with the Deagle. Great stuff there. Rapture back onto Frosty. Is the last remaining player on A for Virtual. John is the cavalry, but he's over on B site. So Rapture right now has a horrible task ahead of him. And he has heavily tanked up Martins here. Needs to be careful because there's a player coming out of calf. Rapture will get taken down in the back from Holy. And he's going to be wondering what the hell John was doing. He was so slow into garage. Rapture was dying for help there, literally.
Explosives planted.
And now John's going to try and pull off this 1v3 clutch. Bomb is down from Holy though. So, the next 35 seconds are going to be crucial, but not going to need to take that long, as L will take him down in the back and bring it back to that 2-round deficit. And Solo 4-2 ahead here. Any luck with PB, Foley?
2 secs, please.
Alright, so no early frags as of yet. Seems to be a B push. Frosty's got the bomb unless he's going to think about rotating it back around to A. Machine does get that frag onto Martins, who I think is an SMG. Should slow them down quite a bit. SMG battle going off in mid, which Vithos does win against L. Seems to be quite a one-man army right now, Vithos in mid, as he's being pinned down by 2 of them. One of them stupidly backed away and giving Vithos the chance to regen his health. And just hold that mid area. Frags going off everywhere, makes it 4-1 to Virtual. Holy last time standing, where is he? Holy is rotating around the back. He's not even picked up the bomb, he's just ran straight past it. If he gets a frag, he's going to regret it, because he's going to have to run all the way back around and collect it. Here we go, there's going to be a gun battle any second now, which I think John's going to win. In the back, there we go, see you later. John says, higher, it's behind you. 4-3.
Yep, and that 1-round deficit once again comes back into play. We did see in the last 2 maps, though, of the first round of this Vita Nova Preinvite Cup, that Virtual are very slow starters. So again, it's kind of following in that vein of form. Rapture has been dropped with a grenade from Martins. Vithos very aggressively into mid-shops. He's going to play this one slow and steady. Will pick up that kill onto L. There is another 2 to his left, as he has tried to get the frag onto front A. Machine, however, finished it off. Frosty does get the wall bang, and I can only assume Vithos' foot was sticking out of the wall, because that was ridiculous. Perhaps a glitch there was Vithos' downfall. John is going to try and get that frag into top of Overlook area. There will be Frosty, who bit a fair few bullets there, as Martins will also take down Dupes for 2nd in a row. He's going to try and hunt for his 3rd here. Heavily tags up John. Again, John in a clutch situation. Not the first time we've seen this tonight. Happened multiple times. But he does seem to be the Virtual B player. And to be fair to him, Styleof have pushed A the majority of these rounds, and Jax will take him down in the back from mid-shops with the scope. 5-3 the scoreline again. Just seems that Virtual keeps slipping the rounds here. Every single time they pull one back, again Styleof just push forward.
Agreed. Vithos is doing a great job in middle, but the rest of his team seems to be letting him down. They're not really holding the positions well enough. It's letting Styleof just get the picks, and that's why they're leading this on attack. Where is Vithos? Let me guess. Oh, he's actually not an A. He's been like, actually, I'm going to come in A, help the bomb site. It doesn't really... It's important to hold the street, but holding the bomb site's slightly more important. He's sitting in there. There is one to his left. He gets a tag, and he does do a great jumping shot around the statue area onto Holly, as he gets shut down by Frosty with a headshot. Rapture gets a great shot onto Martins, as Rapture gets shut down himself by L. Jax gets a scope on the Machine. Machine gets a grenade from the Afterlife onto L, and it's a 2-on-1. Once again, John, it's all because he's that man on the B. Maybe he should rotate slightly quicker as soon as they know it's an A, because he seems to be stood out there on B on his own, not really helping his team much. So here we go, he's hopping onto that red car at garage. There is one just at the taps, and there's one right next to you. What's he doing? He's looking behind him. There's no one there, son. He's behind you. Guy in statue, help the scope out. Jesus. Ah, that's why he's not helping. He's timed out. So Jack's technically on a one-on-one, as he won that anyway. Timeout due to Frosty timing out himself.
Yeah, and I'm just going to pick up on a point you made before, Mitch, which I think is dead on, that John, perhaps his rotation is just way too slow. We've seen him time and time again, the last remaining player, around the mid or B site, when all of the opposition are already on A. He perhaps needs that faster call, maybe the communications aren't too quick, or maybe John is just a bit too slow at the moment. Really needs to rotate quicker, help his team out, try and push onto garage, or something like that, or maybe even go all the way around the back and try and get a few back kills. But at the moment, it's not looking too good. I mean, they're 6-3 behind. This could easily go 9-3 at half-time, as Frosty did time out. So of course, the time has been called from Styleof, and I think APOC just timed out as well.
Nah, he's just losing his punk buster.
I just need to think I'll run it in admin mode, I think it is.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, maybe this timeout can pay into Virtual's hands, you know. They're 6-3 behind, they're on defence. They should think, what's going wrong? And all I can see that's going wrong is John. He's not exactly playing bad himself, he's just not in the right positions at the right times. His aim seems to be in, but, as you said, not being in the right positions doesn't really help it when you can't see anyone to use your aim on.
Yeah, I think he just needs to react quicker to the calls, because there's no way that they're not saying, look, they're all A, and he's still on B. You know, at the end of the day, guys, if you're the B player, you need to be able to rotate quickly, either around the back, as I said before, or through garage, or even mid-shops, but you need to be getting some crossfire and coverage on your team. At least try and make sure you're going to pick off any players around statue or coming out of CAF as fast as you can. And really, for me, that's the only problem so far. As he said before, Munch, his aim is in, he's playing decent when he's being given the opportunities, but if he's in the wrong positions, there's not too much you can do as an AK.
Agreed. AKs need to be able to give that cover range. So even if he just found a decent spot at B, because it'd just be sod's law. He'll end up going to A and they'll all be B. So he has got to stay B, but he's got to time it right. Maybe even if he just sat on the B bins and just had a peek into A a bit earlier, because right now he just seems to be sat in B shops or even behind Flower and just like finger up his ass, not really doing anything. It's helping his team.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see him use B shops more. Maybe even use Stevie around or something, just so you have some kind of coverage of the mid area. Try pushing to Garrus, as I said before. Try getting into Flowers, even just do something. Even the link bins. He just needs to be moving a bit quicker into positions. I know it sounds like we're really ripping on him at the moment. We're really not. It's a small problem that you can see affecting the entire team's kind of performance right now. Vithos on 10 for 6 has been doing great so far. He's a joint top fragger, but his team are 3 rounds behind, and there has to be a reason for that.
Definitely. If you watch this back, John, I love you. Don't cry.
Sorry I'm struggling there, but I had problems with Core 3, remember the other day? It was installed because of the PC and stuff.
That's useful.
Yeah.
Marvellous. My game just crashed as well. Got a love COD 2 sometimes.
Wasn't me.
That's right. I'll do it alone because I'm a boss.
True that.
Never mind, you're back.
I am reconnecting. Hopefully it doesn't crash. I have quite a lot of problems. with crashes in COD 4. Apparently, though, it's because I'm on Windows XP, and COD 4 and Windows XP do not get on. So apparently that's the reason it crashes.
Third world.
Yep. Frosty's reconnecting now, so we should be ready to go live again in this matchup. If you have just joined us and you're wondering what this game is, it's COD 4 Pro Mod, and it is a Vita Nova Preinvite Qualifiers Cup. The winner of this cup will go through to get Preinvite access. It's pretty much that simple.
How does that work in relation to the leagues? No?
To Cybergamer, do you mean?
Yeah.
From what I was reading on the Tech9 thread that was made about this in the news, I don't think the pre-invite team will get put through to the Cybergamer main league, which some people are having problems with. Obviously, you need to take it up with Vita Nova. I'm not entirely sure of the decision or why it was made, but I'm just kind of the messenger passing that on.
Oh, anyway. Just in case you have better insight, because I'm obviously
no, I don't quite understand it either. It's definitely a Vita Nova decision, and I'm sure they have their reasons for making it. But I don't know why, basically. But we are ready to go live again. In fact, we are already live, as Vithos has been dropped here. So again, the top fragger for Virtual. The Talisman so far has been down, as L has made short work of him in mid-shops, and he's now occupying mid-shops. Just saw Dupes there for a second. We'll get the frag. Great tap work there from L. Has seen another player in bottom. B will also take him down as well. I'm not sure why they keep peeking him. If you've got a guy on fire like L, 13 frags with the AK, seems to have robotic aim. Well, why would you want to peek him? Either way, Machine has taken him out of this round, denying him of the ace. Still 3v2 though. Bomb is going down on B. Both Virtual players are still slap bang on A. Haven't moved, and that bomb is down. Said before, Sod's Law, they'd go B the one time John isn't there. That's exactly what happened. As Holy has picked up the frag onto Machine, not looking too good for Rapture here. Has heavily tagged Holy up. Does finish him off. Nice frag there. 25 seconds remaining on the timer. Two more players to find. Jackson Frosty. A lot stands between him and a defuse, and he can't even get the frag onto Frosty, who's aiming a bit too far to the left. Frosty behind the market will pick up the kill and take this to 7-3. And this is the time bunch where you need one of your players to really stand tall and proud and inspire the rest of your team. Because at the moment, Virtual are on the receiving of a battering.
Yep. Vithos is trying to carry that torch for them, but he seems to have butterfingers. He's not quite doing a good enough job yet. As Dupes and Machine get 2A frags, but Machine gets shut down by L himself. Dupes had an easy shot there, could have got himself a nice little lead. He misses another one. If he had made that frag, it would have made it a 4-2. He gets that frag on the Jax, that makes it 4-2 now. He's just like, shut up, Munch. I'll do my own thing. 4-2. They have a decent defence set up in A. John seems to be in a decent position for once. Now he can cover B and A. We've got L. Dupes going huge. That's his third for the round, I think. Shuts down L. Rapture gets his frag on Frosty, not Froster. Making it 7-4. Maybe a bit of hope if they get 7-5. They'll think going into attack. They'll be like, yeah, that'll do us.
I think 7-5 they'd be happy with, actually. And you can see at the moment that Dupes and Machine have stepped the game up, both on 10 frags now, so Vithos is sharing the burden of his team carrying to two more players. Always a good thing. John and Rapture just need to step it up a tiny bit. And Holy for Styleof on 5 for 10 needs to start chiming in a tiny bit more. John is definitely going to be on the receiving end of some action soon. It looks like a very fast B push here from Styleof. John is the only player on B site itself. There's 2-3 players to his left. Can he pick up a few frags here? As Dupes will get the double frag, John will open up onto Martin's there. Great stuff from Virtual, absolutely eradicating this B push. All down to Dupes' grenade. You have to ask, what were Frosty and Holy doing holding hands there in B? It's such a closed off site. You want to be spreading out as much as possible. Otherwise you're inviting those grenades landing down on your faces. L and Jax, last two remaining players. Jax with the scope near petrol station outside of B, and L is around Flowers, and he did just pick up that frag onto Dupes. Where exactly is L? He's now on Link. 4 versus 2 situation here. Very slow from Styleof, but understandably so. They want to pick up a few frags before they push into these sites, but they don't have the time to do this. Jax has seen a player in bottom B, but literally got a flash off the forehead. I still can't see anything at the moment, as L's now going to push in. 16 seconds remaining. Vithos onto Jax. Can he get the second frag? Pushes around the corner. We'll get the second kill onto L. Great stuff from Virtual. And as we said before, Munch, I think they'll be happy with the 7-5 scoreline, considering the way they started this.
Definitely. Especially they were 7-3 down. I guess after that timeout, they did lose that initial first round after the timeout, but then they were like, actually, let's try them. Try what we spoke about in the timeout. Let's go for it. And they obviously did. And they got them 2 rounds. I feel Dupes stepping up his game, getting that double frag in B and then getting that them 3 scope shots in the round before really helped his team out a lot.
Definitely, yeah. That grenade really shut down that B push. It was so good.
Go on, APOC.
Obviously, I haven't seen much from the game, but from listening to it, it's obviously, I think they're on comeback. But
Yep.
I can't really tell you as much other than that. That's all I've seen, to be honest.
Because to be fair, you just got into the server 2 minutes ago. I'll take away the round then. I've just seen Rapture. I wasn't sure if he was going to get that frag onto Holy, but he did pick it up. Machine, in the meantime, has made himself 1 frag better off. After taking down L, Rapture is heavily taking up Jax here. Will finally take down Jackson. In the meantime, Martins has been dropped from John. Looking very impressive attack. First round here as just Frosty remains in mid-shops and will get completely destroyed off Machine with the AK. 6-7 the scoreline. And Virtual are trying to make this happen. They're trying to make this comeback a reality.
It's definitely not out of their reach. They've got some good players in their side. As the early nades are going out, Jax has seen one going out to B as Dupe shuts him down with that grenade. That is scope on scope, but not exactly scoping. More grenades. How did he get a nade from there? I'll never know. As we will follow Dupes. He's being pushed aggressively. In Cafe, fires out some deagles, doesn't get any tags. Smoke over. There's a AK on Tap's area that he might try and peek from this car. Nope, he's just going to push into mid-shops as Rapture gets his frag onto B, Holly at B, opening that sight slightly. Dupes gets another frag in the head against Frosty. Martins does take 1 back from his team, giving his team a bit of hope. 1 vs 3, Martins has got a lot to do, especially with Dupes' eyes on him. Oh, he gets a frag. Martins is tagged heavily. Martins gets tagged, so he runs at Dupes. Makes no sense to me, but okay. 7-7, comeback is alive.
He wanted to go out on a burst of glory, didn't they? They didn't want to lay down and die. If I'm going, I'm taking you with me. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. As Virtual now, first 2 rounds of attack have been fairly confident, to be completely honest, as Rapture is going to try and push in here. Machine opens up onto Martins. Frosty's been heavily tagged in the process. And Rapture now on Statue. As Machine gets his second onto Frosty, finishes him off. Rapture has to be careful. There's a player to his right on the B-bins. He's going to go ahead and flash out, but Holy will peek round the corner. Picks up 1 Vito straight back onto Holy, though. Looking good for Virtual, maintaining this 2-man advantage. L and Jax, all that stand between them. And the first time, from what I can recollect of being ahead for quite a while now. But L and Jax, if they have anything to say about it, I'm going to pull this off. L is top fragging for Styleof with 15. Dupes on 15 himself is still alive. John has just absolutely destroyed L. Dupes just caught a sniper around that. And Jax will take down John and then goes peeking onto A bins. Not entirely sure of that play because he knew the scope of Dupes was looking straight there, eagle-eyed. And Virtual have taken that 1-round lead.
It was unfortunate not to get that kill on Dupes because Dupes did do attempt a jump shot on him where Jax did actually tag him, so he could have got a cheeky little 2-man, opened that bin's entrance for him last round, but it was not to be. Okay, Rapture gets an early frag on a Rapture gets a frag on a Rapture. Rapture gets an early frag as he gets shut down himself, I should say. It's a 3-on-3 as they're all stacking around that cafe area. Smoke goes out, they're going to push in. Martins gets tagged front A, Martins does shut down Dupes. John gets that kill back on Martins. It's a 2-on-1 in the shape of L and Holly against John. Where is John? John is in underlook area, he is not at B. Good lad.
Oh, you munch. You putting the foot in when he's down, aren't you?
Yeah. He loves it. He's got quite a bit of a pincer movement here. If he goes forward, he's going to get shut down by either of them. So, good luck. Oh, not with aim like that. He's just going to take it and then run away. Fire shots going out everywhere. He needs to do something. He doesn't really want to wind his own time down. Try and sneak back in perhaps. He gets a frag tag onto L as he hops over the wall, sees one behind the palm tree. Cheeky little jump, he gets a frag onto Holy.
God.
Almost. Nice try. Try again next time though.
Just for a second, I thought John had that. I really did. I thought both L and Holy, I thought they completely dribbled themselves out of this round. L should have had the frag about 20-30 seconds previously, so yeah. But either way, they got the round. Back to 8 apiece. Jax has opened up this round to dupes, and Rapture's pushing into mid-shops very aggressively. Machine seems to be absolutely on form with these grenades. Third or fourth time I've seen him land in as many rounds. And the man advantage holds strong for Virtual at the moment. L did reply onto Vithos, who was trying to push out of Flowers, and he seems to be the B player for Styleof. But he's going to peek across to underlook overlook area, can't see anything. All 3 Virtual players were in mid, and 2 of which are going to be pushing onto overlook and statue respectively. Machine has just picked up the bomb through the wall. And L will open up to Rapture. Nice stuff from L. They could pull this one off. It would be a 4v2 clutch if they do so. Jax with a brilliant frag onto John. That was all about reactions right there. I actually managed to see that one. Machine's trying to retaliate onto Jax, but he's having none of it here as he will just keep watching across. Machine has to be careful. There's a player coming up to him and now will get the kill. His third of this 4v2 exchange. And they do get the best of Virtual in an 8-8 to lose a 4v2 clutch. That could be cataclysmic for Virtual here. Let's hope they don't let this one slip. Folly. What have you noticed so far, dude? You've been in for about 4 or 5 rounds now.
I do think Virtual have a very, very strong A attack. Just obviously Style didn't have the upper hand there in the first few rounds. And they eventually got it, but then, you know, that slight adjustment makes the whole difference, and that's what Virtual seemed to done. And then Style again come back and won that round completely out tactic them. What do you call it? Strat? What do you call it?
Out-stratted, yeah. Anti-stratted, whatever.
Anti-strat, that's the word, yeah. So, you know, it's just it seems to be a game of completely anti-stratting each other, and I think Virtual had the perfect attack there, but they seem to be trying to push the B-bomb there.
I can't help but that 4v2 loss that they just suffered a couple rounds ago could really be playing on their mind. Because that is such a horrible round to lose, as Vithos and Machine again with a grenade, just landing them all over the map here. Frosty this time was a recipient, and before you know it, Machine has managed to pull off another frag there. Clean sweep from Virtual, so anything I was wondering whether they were going to shoot themselves in the foot has been well and truly calmed so far. I mean, they're still around behind, make no mistake, but I was really worrying if they're going to lose the rest of these rounds here, and they seem to have kind of stopped that.
Well, again, did the anti-strat, you know what I mean? They did the 2 push onto B, completely paid off, and now the anti-strat again towards A, and it's again working. So you have to keep on your toes in these type of games, because they're always high-skill players.
Yeah, I mean, all the players on this server do seem around the same kind of skill level. If you look at the scores for Virtual, they're pretty much identical, apart from John, who is about 5 or 6 frags behind the rest of his team. And then for Styleof, you've got L on 22 kills, and the nearest on his team is on 14, Martin, so he's well and truly carry bagging them all over the place. And Jax is the last remaining player here, although not
Rapture
for long,
gets an ace.
Yeah, he gets the ace. Pretty sick stuff.
Can't really use that in a movie, that commentating, as we were talking about everything else other than his ace. Unlucky Rapture. As he's pushing in quickly, he's going to attempt this 5-man again. As he gets the first one, but no, Vithos has denied him on the ace already, but still getting one. The comeback is back on once again. 10-all. There's a one behind you, Rapture. You ran past him. They touch shoulders and everything. Nice. Get in for that plant, John. You have that site open. It's a 4 vs 2. Jackson now have got John, Rapture, and Dupes and Machine to take down. Rapture's on a hunt. He's a bounty hunter. And there's some big bounties on Jax's head. It's behind you. Lots of scope shots going off. Missing a lot. It doesn't matter. They're just going to wind the time down. Bait them out. L's got a lot to do. Rapture gets... that's 8 frags in 2 rounds. Rapture's got. No wonder he's at the top of the scoreboard.
Yeah, but L's still 2 frags better than him, so it just goes to show how well L's been playing throughout this matchup. Rapture's definitely shifted into a different gear the last 2 rounds, but Ella's been consistently just plodding along, 2-3 frags each round. And I'm going to switch over to him. He's actually scoping from B shops at the moment, watching for those crosses. Unbeknownst to him, though, there are 2 players to his left, one of which is Rapture. Rapture's now going to push heavily onto the Link car. In fact, he wasn't using petrol, it was his teammate that was pushing onto the Link car. Martins will open up onto Vithos. 4 versus 2 situation. We saw the Styleof players pull this off before, but it wasn't with Martins and Holy, that was with L and Jax, if memory serves me correctly. Either way, 12-10, and that will be a map point to Virtual. Remember, this is best of 3, though, so it's not the end of the world if Styleof lose this round.
Yeah, this is a great attack from Virtual, really, because at the moment it is 7-3 on rounds on attack, and there's still 2 more rounds to play. So an 8-3 or an 8-4 even. It's a good attack, not going to lie. Mainly because of them a few rounds from Rapture, going huge for his team as Martin shuts down Machine, stopping one of the AKs in the bomb. He's overlooked. Rapture once again shuts down Martins from making things awkward as Vithos gets another frag onto L. Collects that bomb. They need to get one more frag and make a move into this A site as they're all over there, but who's it be? Who is it? It's Vithos coming up behind with a deagle. Just take a look down, mate. He's just in front of you. Do a job for your team. Well, they're going to rotate to B as Dupes gets a frag on the Jax. It's a 3 vs 1. Could this be map point? That is map point. 13-10 Virtual against Styleof. GH, good half.
Absolutely. We are going to be going to City Streets. Crossfire even, sorry. Herp derp. And the decider will be Crash if Styleof win this map. And because we joined this game a tiny bit late, I'm not entirely sure which side chose Strike there. I don't know whose map that was. But Apoc, do you still go along with the thing that you were saying before about really anti-stratting was the most important factor in that map win for Virtual?
Well, any game I ever see, I think anti-stratting is the most efficient and like it pays off the most. It's the best tactic to use. Because if you have the same tactics every single round and the team quickly catches on, then you're absolutely buggered, like, I mean, so if you have that anti-strat always happening, then, you know, you're always that one step ahead.
Yeah, definitely. I would say adapting and kind of manoeuvring your team depending on how you believe the opposition is playing can really make the difference between winning or losing, as you say. And Virtual, credit to them, were behind a lot of that matchup. 7-5 was a good result. 5 rounds to them, of course, at half-time. As Munch said, they absolutely dominated attack. And it just goes to show that they kind of upped their game. Rapture really came into his own in the last 3 or 4 rounds. And Vithos was a strong player throughout that one. So everyone kind of pulled their weight at the end.
Like, I do know defense is a very hard... Hold on, I'm getting pour myself a Coke here. Defense is very hard to anti-strat because the attack, like, they always have the upper hand, obviously, and trying to read what bomb site they're going to go to is the hardest bit. Whereas on attack, you sort of control what's happening, and then if you bait them into, obviously, they think you're attacking A every single round, and you throw in that B randomly, or maybe B every 2 rounds. You know, they start thinking that's what you're going to do every 2 rounds. So yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely say that attack is where you control the map. You know, you get to choose where you're pushing and how fast, and if you're going to rotate, and if you're going to split, etc., etc. Either way, we're now on Crossfire. It's going to be the knife round for sides. If you have just joined us, Virtual won the first map 13-10 at the end. Although, for much of it, they're actually behind. On attack, they seem to up the game quite a bit. Anyway, knife round incoming. And would you both go along with the idea of taking attack if you're in the knife round here?
It's completely... what do you call it? People have their different opinions, but... I love this map, but I can't really pick a side, to be honest.
I think Munch is AFK, but I mean, I think, yeah, personally, and obviously that's all I can speak for, is I don't like to play this map, I really don't, but I love to cast on it. Because, as I said before to Munch in a previous cast I think we did, there's something in it for everybody.
Yeah, that's very true, but I do... I do favour this map. Like, you know, I think it's the most tactical because it's harder to get to the bomb sites, and I think it's definitely the best map out there.
Well, if someone's watching this stream at the moment, they're kind of like, well, what's this game? It's called 4 Pro Mod. And guys, on Crossfire, B-bomb is the bomb to be. Everybody will rush that bomb site, everyone will try and plant that bomb site, and of course grenades are a massive determining factor as to how Crossfire plays out. And going along with that kind of prediction, Frosty in top 8, A building, very important, influential part of this map. If you can control A as the attack, you've basically got that B site on lockdown. Having said that, Frosty did get shut down from Machine. Vithos onto Martins, who seemed to walk straight past him into the B alley area. Vithos is just going to camp that one. And if you have a quick look at Styleof, very much split up. Jackson top light room, Holy with the bomb in Melons. It's going to be difficult for these two guys to cover one another. They're going to have to get their crossfire well and truly down here on the street. And as long as Vithos is plodding along in that B alley, Holy is in all kinds of problems. If he completely commits, they're going down to that bomb site, Vithos can push up. If he pushes into B alley, Vithos is again right in the thick of the action. Jax has been dropped. Vithos is trying to jump frag him. He will finally get the kill onto Holy. And as I was saying before, guys, B alley is such a great position to be as an SMG. Really cause a nuisance for yourself. That will be 1-0 to Virtual on defense.
What was the old gun that Vithos used to play? Did he always play as SMG?
Yeah, he's always played as SMG as long as I've known him.
Because I used to be the duo, didn't he?
Yeah, we were both SMGs for Vaults. And he's a very, very aggressive, good SMG, especially on Crash. Crash is really one of his favoured maps. But he can also do it on Crossfire, you know, he's a kind of jack of all trades of maps. He doesn't really have a weak map as such, from what I can remember. And if all else fails, you'll see him just rush like a headless chicken and pick up numerous frags that way. So, yeah, I mean, at the moment there are 2 players down. And of course, speaking of the devil himself, Vithos is one of the last remaining players. In fact, he's the sole remaining player for Virtual now. 4 players to find and kill. Looks like they're going to be pushing the A site. Peeks around the corner, has seen a player, tries to deagle him down. Pulls out the SMG, look at the kill, but there's L with the AK work there. Great cover work. 1-1 the scoreline. Styleof straight back into this matchup. Is Munch still here?
His mic's making noises.
If you hear Munch, we can hear your mic opening, but we can't hear you.
Mic was on mute, wasn't it?
Lol.
Useful. Yeah, anyway, as I was trying to say last round before APOC interrupted me, but not that you can hear me anyway, if you can hold B alley and A house on this map, I feel you stand a 75% chance of winning it. It's just how aggressive and how good your SMGs are. You can have a good scope that gets picked, but I feel if your SMGs can get into that A house and B alley, you can pretty much hold the most of this map. And I think that's what Virtual have been done quite well the round they won. Which is Rapture's trying to do now with an AK. He is trying to hold A, while the other player, John, is miles away from the action. He loves it. Here we go, we've got the fake plant coming in from Holy. He has seen Rapture around A site. I don't think any of the nades of either of them got any nades. Get that plant in, I feel. Best option. He's baiting them out, trying to make them draw in, as Rapture does get tagged by Jax with that scope. John comes around, shuts down Holy. John comes again. Can he get that frag on Jax? Jax is just waiting around, waiting. Gets tagged. That was good play from Rapture, Rapture and John there. They waited for Holy to go for the fake plant. They got him then, and then Jax was kind of stranded with a scope in a close range fight. 2-1.
Indeedio. I'm going to fall onto Rapture this time, as Dukes will open up with a tasty frag onto Frosty. Rapture straight into A house. As we said before, you want to quell that attack into A house. A house is so important on this map. Underrated, I think, A house actually. If the attack can get into A house, you can really control this map, and I'll stick by saying that, because time and time again I found myself in A house. It's very difficult for the opposition to kind of flush you out of there. You can control Kebab, you can control the actual A site itself, and at the moment Rapture has elected to do the other option I was about to say, and that's be aggressive through Lightroom and try and cause a nuisance for yourself, and he has picked up the frag onto Jax in the back, who is of course the light side player. Now 4 versus 1, Holy, the last remaining player, is kind of a bit predictable. He's been in melons or thereabouts every single round so far with that bomb, and it's kind of obvious if it's just wholly remaining where he's going to be. Maybe they need to mix this up a bit and try a much faster paced rush, because I haven't really seen Styleof rush into Kebab and right down the mid yet.
There doesn't seem any bomb plants. You know, bomb plant is like the pressure. This map, put bomb down, the defense instantly freaks out. They have to get that bomb defused. I mean, it puts you on the advantage, and they just haven't been doing it.
That's true. It is true. It creates urgency in the defense. If that bomb is down, they simply have to defuse. It doesn't matter if they're 4 players up, if they're 1 player up, they have to get that defuse, and it kind of you take the power in the round if you get that bomb down. You then dictate the pace of the round. You then dictate where the opposition are going to be pushing. When you don't have that bomb down, the defense has freedom. They can go wherever they want. They can camp as long as they want. Holy's managed to get the plant down without any resistance whatsoever. Finally, the grenade comes in from Machine, but about 15 seconds too late there, as John has picked up the remaining frag onto Jax. So they have cleaned up that round, but I was expecting Holy to literally eat a grenade as soon as that plant started going down. Either way, Virtual 4-1 to the good here, and I'm really not rating Styleof's attack. They don't seem to be urgent enough, and they seem to be playing right into the hands of Virtual.
Agreed. Virtual have got a 3-round lead now. Got a bit of momentum behind them. Should close this defence out quite well. Seeing this attack is the stronger side, Styleof aren't really taking much use of it. Once again, it's 4 to 2. Virtual 4 to 1. Once again, Rapture getting another headshot on Holy. Pushing up the street. It's all on Jax once again. I swear Jax has been the last man standing every round so far. He's just sat up by some melons waiting for one of them to peek, which isn't going to happen as a nade comes flying his way. They've all got eyes on his sort of location. Your clock is ticking, Jax. Get a wriggle on. He's taking down John, open a bit of a doorway for him to go. Tries the wallbang, he's going to jump straight over somebody, gets shot in the back and in the front. 5-1. I was going to say, what do you think Styleof can do to really improve their attack, APOC?
It just as I was saying earlier, like, you know, get that urgent bomb down, even fake it, the sound of that bomb going down brings out people and start coming to the windows, you know, to see if they can see anybody or the nades or whatever. Just haven't been beaten out very, very, very much, like. And Rapture just keeps getting through the back there and SMG and everybody down. It's absolutely brilliant SMG at the moment.
He's ploughing them.
Yeah, I mean, their grenades, you know, there's a couple of things I picked up on. One is their grenades into Bialy aren't very good, or Kebab. They need a stop nade. Vita is getting through way too easy. As I said before, Rapture's way too easy through the A buildings. They need some stop grenades, and they need urgency. And for my money, the urgency is the most important factor here. They're just so slow. As Farley said before, get some fakes down, draw your position out, make them play your game. At the moment, Virtual are just having their way. Look at this, 3 frags right off the bounce. Rapture has been taken down, but the early damage has been done here as Jax is heavily tagged with the scope. On the canopy, behind corner building, coming under heavy fire once again. Virtual 4-2 up, just on cruise control. They don't really have to do anything from this position, just sit in, and Vitos again in Bialy, surprise, surprise, will pick up the kill onto Holy, surprise, surprise, in Melons. It's too predictable, it's too stale, and it's too slow from Styleof right now. Jackson 1v4, again he's in a clutch situation, and again he can't do anything about it. 7-1 the scoreline on defense is an absolute domination.
See, I thought it was Styleof playing slow, but even you just said they were. But I just tried watching the bomb carrier. He went for that fast rush, but Machine's just stood at the bottom of the street, just shooting up it, and he just shot the person trying to run. Once again, somebody's been shut down quickly. I think they need to get them smokes down better, get a bit of spray back down the street, stop them from getting the stop Virtual from getting the first frag. Because once you're a man down, it makes it so much harder to attack. Try being a man up. Get a kill, then get the plant down, or at least get your smokes down, then get the plant down. Don't just try running across the street willy-nilly.
Yeah, definitely. But as I said before, it's predictable and stale. If someone ran out the side of Lightroom and tried to rush into Kebab and cause nuisance for themselves, it would take Machine spray through the middle completely out of the game. But no one's doing it. They're all running single file at the top of the street, and they're just completely giving themselves up to Virtual at the moment. It's too easy for Virtual. It should not be this simple on defense. Again, Holy's alive. They're not going to know exactly where he is. He's a bomb carrier. He's been melon side every single round, and he's there once again next to Tollbooze. 3v1 situation. Machine, John, and Rapture. Any one of these threes could pick up this kill. Easy peasy. Machine's coming under heavy fire, proving to be a great pickup from NSC. Rapture will pick up the final kill with the Deagle. 1-8 is the scoreline, ladies and gents. That's not a problem with your monitor. It's 1-8 to Virtual. And unless Styleof can pull the next 3 rounds out of their backside, I don't really see them getting back into this map.
Definitely not. I feel L needs to do something. He's on 0 points. He hasn't got an assist. He's got a kill, but he's clearly killed a teammate. Also, Frosty's got only just got his second kill. 9-10 rounds into the match. It's not really pulling his weight for his team, especially as an SMG. He needs to be flying into A. I know he has got a hard job playing against Rapture, because Rapture does seem to be playing really well. Just need to be flying in, trying to take out Rapture, getting hold of that A site, making things a lot easier for his team. As Holy is taking... This is a much better round from Styleof. They've got they are 1 man up. They've got some suppressing fire. Rapture once again gets another kill in A. Another one. What? How can you stop it? That's all. Anything I can think of is get an early nade out and stop it. But it's not working.
I mean, that really does epitomise the way this game's gone. Styleof were a player up, and then they just completely crumble. They don't seem to really know what to do here. They don't seem to know how to react, and as Farley said before in the previous map, how to anti-strat what Virtual are doing right now. I mean, Apoc, is there anything else you picked up, or do you still stand by what you were saying previously?
Oh, well, they don't seem to be adjusting. You know, they know Machine's shooting up that street, and they know the nades are always going over, and they've always been going B. Why not maybe, you know, hang back, try a nade Machine, and then push towards A? It just, they don't seem to be... They just seem to think they can get that A bomb down, and it's impossible at the minute. They've got that locked.
That's the key word. Virtual have this map on lock right now. There is nothing that Styleof can do that's going to break this kind of defense. You know, you've got Martins is kind of back at spawn with an SMG, is just doing absolutely nothing for his team. He's tried the grenade over into Kebab. This may or may not land. It hasn't landed. Vithos is in Kebab. But even still, it's such a slow approach. 47 seconds remaining. 3v1 situation. Frosty did get taken down from John. And unless Martins can pull this out, I mean, his team are looking pretty much dead, to be completely honest. Martin might get the frag here into bottom A house, as he just heard a reload from John. He is going to go down those stairs, pick up the kill onto John, and instantly sees Vithos in Kebab. Dupes is also in Kebab, so he needs to be careful here, because Dupes, of course, with that scope is lethal. And now Martins is going to push into the Kebab area. Vithos is back. Kebab will get the easy kill. 10-1 on defense. About as dominant as you can ask for. And Rapture on 14 for 5 with his SMG partner on 11 for 6 respectively. So the SMG duo going absolutely phenomenal. 25 frags between them in the first half.
What can you do? I'm just going to watch Raptor follow his path. Then when I join a team, I can copy him and be a good A position. So he just goes straight in. There's one following him. He's not seen him. Yes, he has. He does get that early kill onto Frosty. Stops that SMG push out. See, Frosty done the right thing. He did try to get the kill, but Rapture was just slightly better. Once again, the last man standing is L. Rapture. Shut him down. He's saying, actually, I'm just going to go for the 16 for 5 on one half. What can you do?
I think Styleof are playing this like they know the pros, because they've got this. They're going to get 12-0 in this half. Easy. They're just playing it cool. They leave it at the last minute, and then boom.
Well, if they can pull a 12-0 off here, I'll be pretty surprised to say the least.
I would just say, I would jizz my pants.
But you know, that's the only scoreline that they can take this home without overtime, is the next 12 rounds in a row. They have to take the next 12.
To be honest, Farley, if they got the next 12 rounds in the road, I'd jizz in your pants.
Sweet.
So let's take it away with Styleof. Definitely in the spotlight right now, feeling the heat. Pressure's on, 11-1 behind, and now they're going on the arguably more difficult side of defense. They started off an attack. Dupes has opened up here onto Jax. They only have 2 rounds to play with. Dupes Dupes coming under heavy fire. Vithos will take down Martins. Looking good here at the moment. Dupes is going to go for his second frag of the round, but will get taken down from L. Previously did get the deagle onto Frosty, though. And now Vithos coming in, trying to just absolutely obliterate this A defense. Holy did drop the grenade onto John, but Vithos has been shut down. I was about to say he could make an absolute nuisance of himself, but Holy was a bit too quick for that. Still has 2 players to find and kill. He's top fragging for his team. And you can hear that bomb going down, trying the wall banks. Rapture will peek round that corner with the SMG, heavily tags Holy up. Holy's trying to retaliate here, but Rapture gets the headshot for his 17th kill in this, the 13th round. And the fat lady's singing, isn't she, really?
Yeah, I just want to know what on earth Styleof were doing then. They had 1 player taken down at B early, and then 3 of them at least were trying to push that lower bicycle basement sort of lower lights area, and then they all got shut down, and it left Holy at A on his own. That was just not very good defending. As soon as that guy on B went down, they should have had somebody rotating back around there, holding their positions at A and just playing it a lot slower than they were. But right now, they have both lost 3 men, Rapture, Vithos and John down for Virtual, and Holy, Martins, Frosty and L has just been shut down. That's it, 13-1. Can't even finish what I was going to say.
All too easy. Absolute domination there on Crossfire. And I'm not going to take anything away from Virtual, because clearly 13-1 win, they should be accredited for that. But I can't help but feel that Styleof were just basically giving them the rounds. They didn't change anything up. They're very one-dimensional, and they kind of paid the penalty for that.
Yeah, but the first map was pretty close, I hate those maps where, get destroyed like that, because this could be their absolutely appalling map. But then, again, a good team should be good at every single map. But, you would like to see it a bit more closer than that.
Agreed.
The thing is, if you want to get through to Preinvite, you have to be good at every map. You can't have an Achilles heel. You can't have a Crossfire. You have to be equally good.
And Virtual were just unreal.
Yeah, but I mean, from the game style that I saw from Playoff, they just... I don't know. Styleof, sorry. It was just kind of meh.
It was about it. It was just all very standard, boring, not really using their brains.
Not real urgency for me in their game type. They're very static and stale the whole way through that attack, at least. Either way, guys, thanks for joining us. Thank you very much to Munch and Apoc for joining me to cast, and of course Lee for streaming. I hope you guys have enjoyed the cast. Is there anything you two want to say?
Not
thanks
really.
For tolerating me.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Right, guys, well, until next time, which I'm sure won't be too long away, this has concluded the coverage of tonight's Vita Nova Preinvite Cup coverage from Chaos TV. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.